Hello everyone and welcome to another innovative showcase powered by Hub360 Circuit Limited, your go-to platform for electronics components and hands-on tech education. In today's campaign, we are going to demonstrate how a simple setup involving an ESP32 and a DHT sensor can be used to stream real-time environmental data, temperature and humidity directly to your phone using MQTT. This is a great example of how Internet of Things (IoT) device communicates efficiently in modern smart systems like farm, greenhouse, and industrial spaces. What is MQTT and why use it? Before diving in, let's briefly understand MQTT. MQTT stands for Message Queuing Telemetry Transport, a lightweight and efficient messaging protocol designed for constrained devices and low bandwidth environments. It uses a publish subscribe model. Device publish message to a topic, other device or app subscribe to those topics to receive the message. This is different from HTTP, which works on a request response basis. MQTT doesn't need constant pooling and is much faster and more energy efficient. Some popular MQTT broker include Mosquito, which we are using, Hive MQ, Adafruit IO, EMQX. For this demo, we are using a live Mosquito server at TCP 5.196.78.281 port 1883. You can connect it to just like we do in the code. Here are the components we use for this project: ESP32, a power microcontroller with Wi-Fi built-in, DHT sensor to measure temperature and humidity, jumper wires, breadboard, and our USB cable. So let's go ahead with our connection. We place our DHT sensor to the breadboard. Okay, then we connect VCC to the positive rail of the breadboard. Then we connect a 10 kilo ohm resistor. It will be like a pull-up to stay the positive rail of the breadboard. The 10 kilo ohm is connected to the digital pin of the DHT sensor. Then we'll connect this our ground of the VCC to the negative rail on the breadboard. Then from our ESP32, we connect the 3.3 volts to the positive rail of the breadboard and the ground. 3.3 volts to the positive rail of the breadboard and the ground pin to the negative rail on the breadboard, and also the digital pin of the DHT to pin 4 on the ESP32. Okay, so now simple and clean setup ready for streaming. Let's go over the code. First, we start with the libraries and definition. We have our Wi-Fi.h, pop sub client.h. So the Wi-Fi.h, this library allows the ESP to connect to a Wi-Fi network. Our pop sub client, this library is used to implement the MQTT protocol, allowing communication between the ESP32 and an MQTT broker. DHT.h, a library to interface with DHT sensors like DHT11, temperature and humidity sensor. Then we have the directive I used to define constants. DHT pin pin number connected to the DHT sensor, GPIO 4. Yeah. We also have our DHT type, which is DHT 11 in our case. Then we go further with our global variables. This one we don't need this. Okay, so our DHT pin, DHT type, which creates an instance of the DHT sensor. Then we have Wi-Fi client, ESP client, an instance of the Wi-Fi client used for network communication. Then we also have for pop spec client, we call the ESP client, which is an instance of the pop sub client that manage the MQTT connection. We have last message variables to track the last message, and we also have, for this we wouldn't be needing this. uh, Same with this, we would not be needing this. Okay, same with this, I don't think we need this. Okay, then we go to our Wi-Fi and MQTT broker credentials. So we have our network, that's the SSID, password, and the MQTT server, which is broker.hivemq.com. Then we go to our setup for our Wi-Fi. Setup Wi-Fi. This function connects the ESP32 to a Wi-Fi network using the credentials provided in the SSID and password variables. So we have Wi-Fi.begin, which is our SSID, password. We also have why Wi-Fi is available. Why Wi-Fi.status is not equals to WL connected, which is normal for our Wi-Fi library. It continuously check if the connection is successful and print a dot to the serial monitor for every connection until the connection is established. Then next we'll have a callback for our MQTT. So callback, this function is called whenever an MQTT message is received. This callback, so it has a topic, the topic to which the message was published, and a payload, the actual message content, with also the length of the payload. The function prints the received topic and message to the serial monitor. If the message is say 1, it turns the built-in LED, which we didn't use here. And if the message is anything else, it turns off the built-in LED. You can also use that for publish, to publish from our app to the ESP32. Then we also have set up function, which is our setup function. We have pin mode, built-in LED to be output. It sets the built-in LED pin as an output. Then we have serial.begin 15200, which initialize the serial monitor at a baud rate of 15200 for debugging. Then we have our setup Wi-Fi, which calls the function to connect to Wi-Fi. Then we have our client.set server. We have MQTT server, 1883, which configure the MQTT broker at the server with a port of 1883. Then we have client.set callback, which calls the callback function. It sets the callback function as the handler for incoming MQTT message. Then we have DHT.begin, which initializes the DHT sensor. Then in our main loop, if client is not connected, we reconnect. If the client is not connected to the MQTT broker, it will try to reconnect. Then we have client.loop. This function maintains the MQTT connection by processing incoming message and ensuring communication with the broker. Then we have our DHT.read temperature and DHT.read humidity. These functions read the current temperature and humidity from the DHT sensor. If the readings are valid, say is NaN, that means more like the not is NaN, it publishes a JSON payload with the temperature and humidity to the MQTT topic device slash temperature. Then we have a delay of 5,000. The loop waits for 5 seconds before publishing the next reading. Then we have lastly our reconnect function. So for the reconnect function, this function attempts to reconnect the ESP32 to the MQTT broker if the connection is lost. So it has clients.connect ESP32 client, which attempt to connect with a unique client ID, ESP32 client. Clients.publish device online, then it has online and true, which publishes a message to let the broker know the device is online. Then we'll have client.subscribe, which is device LED. Subscribe to the topic device slash LED so the ESP can receive control message for the LED. If the connection attempt fails, it prints the error code and retries after 2 seconds. So that is it. Lastly, we might still need our LED just for the sake of testing. To follow along with this demo, download the My MQTT app from your app store, connect to this broker broker.hypemq.com, the port 1883, then MQTT v5, you click on connect. Then you subscribe to the topic device slash temperature, click on subscribe. Watch live temperature and humidity data stream from our ESP32 device in real time. So this is it in our dashboard. This makes it super easy for you to integrate remote monitoring into your own projects. To follow along with this demo, download the My MQTT app from your app store, connect to this broker 5.196.78.28, subscribe to the topic device slash temp. Watch live temperature and humidity data stream from our ESP32 device in real time. This makes it super easy for you to integrate remote monitoring into your project. With just an ESP32, a DHT sensor, and MQTT, we've created a fully functional remote data logger, the core of many smart automation systems. These projects reflect our goal at Hub360 Circuit Limited to demystify IoT technology and empower young people and innovators across Africa to build the future. Be sure to like this video, subscribe for more projects, share with fellow makers and tech enthusiasts.
This is the conclusion.
Yeah, that's the conclusion.
You have told me so that we can do wider. So,
I'll send you the screen record.
but take that conclusion with me. Just be cool.
With just an ESP32, a DHT11 sensor, and MQTT, we've created a fully functional remote data logger, the core of many smart automation systems. This campaign reflects our goal at Hub360 Circuits Limited to demystify IoT technology and empower young people and innovators across Africa to build the future. Be sure to like this video, subscribe for more projects, share with fellow makers and tech enthusiasts. Until next time, keep innovating, keep building, and stay connected the Hub360 way.